In this iPad tutorial, I'd like to show you a couple of things that you will find in your settings. I think one of the most important things to point out is, where do I go when there's a software update for my iPad? I've ignored it, but now I'm ready to do that update. How do I get to that? So I'm going to show you that part first. The second thing I'm going to show you in the settings is a tool that I love for teachers of students who are perhaps younger readers or struggling readers, and that is a setting that allows us to have text read out loud. So let's go into our settings. You notice that my setting app is on my dock, so I'm just going to tap on that. And over on the left-hand side in my settings are all of my, it's kind of like a table of contents. And once I click on one of those items on the left-hand side, I get more information on the right-hand side. So we're going to first look at our software update, and where do we find that? On the left-hand side, you're going to see an option that says General, and it has an icon that is exactly the same as your settings icon, so it's really easy to find. When you tap on General, you see over on the right-hand side, the first thing is About, and the second item is Software Update. I just tapped on that, and if you notice, it pulls over another screen that says I'm running iOS 6.0.1 and that my software is up to date. If I had a software update, it would actually, I'm going to tap the General button just to get back to that window, it would actually have a little 1 in a red circle telling me that I have an update, one update, and when I clicked on that, it would allow me to click on download and install the operating system update for my iPad. So it's a great idea to run your updates on your devices because apps are continually updated to match the most current operating system for your device. So to avoid any conflicts, I think it's better to update your OS when the updates come out. Since we're in the settings, let's go ahead and take a look at some accessibility settings. Actually, just one accessibility setting in this tutorial that I think is great. So I'm in the correct spot right now. I've tapped General on the left-hand side. I'm just going to scroll down on the right-hand side until I see the option Accessibility. You can see it right there at the bottom of my iPad. I'm going to tap that. When it says Vision on the upper part of my accessibility, the part that I'm most interested in right now is this option that is the second to the last one that says Speak Selection. I'm going to tap on that, and you can see it pulls me to another screen, and my option is to speak the selection. So I'm going to turn that on by tapping on that little off, and notice I can change the dialect if I need to. I don't need to, so I'm going to jump back. I can change my speaking rate, and if you listen, make sure I have my speakers turned on. If you listen to the rate of speech,
Speak selection reads selected content.
That's a little bit too fast for me, so I'm going to adjust that.
Speak selection reads selected content.
That's slightly slow, but maybe for a struggling reader, that's about right. Notice also that I could have the iPad highlight the words as they're spoken. Wow, what great support for our readers. So I'm going to leave everything the way it is, and just to show you, I'm not going to back out of anything here. It's okay if I just tap my home button. And just to show you how that works, I'm going to go into my iBooks. So I have a folder on my screen called Books. I'll open that up and launch iBooks. And I happen to have a piece of text selected, so I'm just going to not select that right now. And then the way that I select text to have it read to me is I press on any word, and when I do that and let go, you can see that I have a couple of things happening. I've got a selection and then an options menu, and my options menu right now says Speak. So I'm actually going to make this selection a little bit wider, and I'll talk to you about how I did that in a different tutorial. Haha, keep you coming back. But I'm going to tap that Speak button.
Sadly her heart would rule it.
And you can see that the text I highlighted is spoken aloud to me. It doesn't matter how much text I highlight. I could have highlighted just one word or in a complete paragraph. I think it works best if you highlight smaller chunks at a time. But wow, how easy is that? And then open up your text and have it read to you.